Hello Tai Chiers, my name is Matt Holker and I work together with Tai Chi Master Richard Clear, and together we help Tai Chi students and teachers all over the world to rapidly develop internal power for self-defense and health. And I've been talking a lot, if you've been following my stuff, and even Sifu Clear has been, we've both been talking a lot about what Tai Chi is, what Tai Chi requires, and even some how to do Tai Chi, how to start Tai Chi. And what we've not talked a lot about is why you would want to do Tai Chi. And so for us, that's sort of a given. We have two reasons why we want to do Tai Chi, which is self-defense and health. But there's a lot of things within those two, within the sort of the dichotomy of self-defense and health. There's a lot of other reasons sort of within those two why to do Tai Chi. And so more on the health side I want to talk about today. And so there's a lot of reasons. We've already talked some about better balance, better posture, better relaxation, because better balance and better posture allow you to relax more and deeper and wash away stress and melt it out through the body, which is extremely important for Tai Chi, for both health and internal power. The ability to open and close the joints, to move every joint everywhere, and to know that you've done it. That alone is extremely powerful in Tai Chi. And the ability to put whole body power into a wide range of different kinds of motions is an extremely potent benefit of Tai Chi. It's a self-defense benefit, but it's also a health benefit. Most of us are never going to be in a fight, but if you have internal strength and internal connection in that way where you can generate if you have internal strength and internal connection in that way where you can generate whole body power, what that means is that you're less prone to, if you have that whole body power, that internal integrity, that internal connection that allows you to generate whole body power, what that means is that you're less prone to internal injury under impact. It's a form of internal iron. And there are other forms of it, and we teach other forms of it in Clear Tai Chi, but that's beside the point. The point is that these things are all very healthy for you. They're not only good for you martially, they're really, really good for you long-term, for your health, for your longevity. And it's really important to think about that, because the old masters were absolutely thinking about that. They were trying to find ways to train solid martial arts with a lot of power and a lot of juice to them, that had real self-defense application for real-world fighting, but that didn't wear out your body and didn't grind you up in the training, and actually was even pretty gentle on you during a real fight. And so they sought these really healthy postures that are very natural to move through. And so there's all these different ways that benefits you. Now there's some other ways that are maybe not so there's a bunch of kind of physical ways, and we've talked a lot about that. There's some other ways that Tai Chi benefits you that are maybe not so intuitive as to why it works that way. There's a lot of cognitive benefits to Tai Chi, and there's a lot of research indicating that it's really healthy for certain types of disorders like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, and there's a lot of cognitive benefits to doing Tai Chi as well. And it may not be so obvious why that is, but Tai Chi, if you're really doing the form right, and you're using push hands as a part of it, and you're following basically an outline at least similar to what we kind of recommend in Clear Tai Chi, if you're really following a good curriculum, in other words, you will be using push hands to sort of inform your body, and you'll be using what you learn from the push hands in your form in a wide range of different motions, of different movements. And so you're incorporating all of these health benefits that you get from doing the Tai Chi into your everyday life. And what ends up happening when you do that enough is that you sort of bridge, there's a body-mind connection, and you can sort of bridge that gap. You can sync your mind up with your body by using these kind of big movements and the form and on all of the different positions and all the different motions and all of that stuff. And you sync up your mind into those motions. And then once that bridge has been really, really, really well established that way, from the physical to the mental, then you can turn that around and you can use that mental feeling, that feeling of the energy movement in your body and through your body and all of that, you can use that to power your body and to fuel your actions on the other side. The other really incredible thing that it does for, by the way, if you found any of this helpful, you're going to love what you find at taichimadeclear.com, so please check that out. The other really important thing about this, I want to talk a little bit about Sifu Clear's personal story, because you've probably seen some about that at this point. About 2.5 years ago, he broke his back in 4 places, sledding down a hill, and what he thought was a little like jump at the end turned out to be a ditch, and it was basically like hitting a wall, and the hill was very, very steep. The best estimates are that he was going at somewhere between 40 and 45 miles an hour when he collided with the bottom of this thing at full force, full speed. And it did fracture 4 of his vertebrae, but he didn't need surgery. He was in a brace for a while he was recovering to make sure, but he didn't need any surgery. And he didn't injure any of the discs in between the vertebrae. He was good. He didn't injure his legs. He didn't injure any of his soft tissue. He was good for all of that because he had been doing the Tai Chi. And so that's the other lesson I want to give you about this, is that the way Tai Chi works is it works okay for healing yourself up after the fact. If you get all busted up, then you might need the Tai Chi. And we have a lot of students that come to us that way, and if you're in that condition, you're in that condition, and that's fine. There's nothing you can do about it. But ideally, you start the Tai Chi before you're all busted up, and then it works as a preventative. If Sifu Clear had not been doing the Tai Chi for as long as he has been doing it, and not been focused on internal power as long as he has been, and building those internal connections that way so that he could be strong for that kind of impact, it'd be a different story. He'd be looking at probably paralysis or death. And there's only so much that, that Tai Chi can do for you for paralysis, and there's nothing, nothing physically it can do for you for the death one. And so it's too late for the Tai Chi at that point. The main reason that he made it through the way he did is that he did the Tai Chi before he really needed it. And so that's the ultimate lesson that I kind of want you to walk away from. If you learn nothing else from today's clip, if you take nothing else away from it, is that it should be start the Tai Chi before you think you need it, and learn as much about how the Tai Chi works for things like arthritis, and even Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and cognitive disorders and things that you don't have yet, or aren't dealing with yet, or maybe even your students aren't dealing with yet. Learn about those different things, because the more you learn about those things, the more you understand how Tai Chi really works for health on all its levels, and the more likely you are to actually be able to use it for real to survive a crash. Most of us won't actually get into a real life or death fight in our lives, and some of us will, but most of us won't. Statistically, most people will go their whole lives and never be in a real fight like that. But you might be in a car crash. You might be on the wrong hill and crash into the bottom, the wrong speed, and that kind of stuff. You never know when those kinds of impacts and from those kinds of accidents could happen. And the Tai Chi, if you've been doing it before that, is great for allowing you to wash it out, absorb it, be strong for it, but and internally connected, so that it doesn't really land in you. And if it does land in you, that it does it as minimally as it possibly can. It broke his back in 4 places, but the vertebrae easily, the way that they were cracked, they could have shattered. But his whatever little bit of bone marrow there is, and that kind of puffier material, that kind of more gelatinous material that's in the inside of bones, whatever little bit is in vertebrae, his is so strong and healthy and pulpy that it held the hard part of the bones that had cracked together. And so it allowed him to go without even having to have surgery, where a lot of people it would have shattered and maybe other things would have ensued. And so, so again, if you found any of this helpful, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for bearing with me here as I kind of talk about the health benefits of Tai Chi and why to do Tai Chi, and kind of how to get the most out of the healthy parts of Tai Chi for whatever you're trying to get out of the health benefits. If it's better balance, better blood pressure, better cognition, better whatever, the primary way to get those things, the best way, if you're in the position to do it, is start Tai Chi before you need it for those things. And then it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to use it as a preventative. And if for some reason you develop those conditions, it's so much easier to apply the Tai Chi to help with relief for those things if you have started before you develop the symptoms. So please take that for what it's worth. Again, if you've enjoyed this, head to taichimadeclear.com. I really appreciate you all watching. More next time. And again, don't forget taichimadeclear.com. If you like anything you found here, you're gonna love what you find over there. I'll talk to you later. Take care.